Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy to, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is that pesky Eight of Swords, but don't worry, we'll find our way out of this. We always do. Let's put that into some context with our Dove and Serpent spread. Yeah, we see some good energy already coming out around this central swords here. It could be really a time. Oh yeah, and then with the Eon here at the end, this is going to be really. I think something really incredible is happening right now in your life. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to select one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to set this one aside. And we'll put the little horse right on top, and we'll just leave that right there. We're not going to look at that until the very end of the reading. And hopefully that card will, tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. So let's look around here again. We've got major, major, major. We've been getting a lot of major arcana in triplicate lately. So I think this is a very good sign. I think this is kind of big things are happening both physically, mentally, emotionally, as well as spiritually. I think that there's a lot of progress being made, a lot of transformation, a lot of breakthrough. It feels like something incredible really is happening. We have these three cards are kind of even going in order, right? Choice, transformation, and then new era, next level. Then we also have this air energy. We have some earth, some water, some earth, some fire. So it's fairly balanced. There's a little bit of everything, right? I like that we have the two fire cards that are going to cancel out these two air cards in a way, right? And then we've got these two earth cards that connect, and we've got this kind of solo water energy. So I'm wondering who this is, if this is a particular person. This is the Prince of Cups. This could be a water sign person in your life. It could be perhaps something different, but we'll get there as we go through the cards. First, though, is this Eight of Swords. I think that you've been overthinking lately. I think whatever's going on in your life, wherever you are in your life right now, I think we're really trying to figure it out. I think we've really been doing the math. But if you're anything like me, the more math you do, the worse you get at math. I don't know why that is, but it's kind of an Eight of Swords thing. It's putting too much mental effort into something, trying to sort out all the details, trying to figure everything out, that we end up not really doing anything. We're unable to make a move. We're kind of trapped in all of this analysis, thinking, planning, right? Too much attention to detail becomes just a mental prison, right? Now we have another eight. We have the Eight of Pentacles in your environment here. So we've got two eights. Excuse me. Terribly sorry about that. I am today just a little hoarse. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is kind of the light side of the number 8, right? And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is kind of the shadow side. See, we want to pay attention to details, but not the way we have been, right? There's something different that we can do, a different way to go about this. Because right now I feel like it's a lot of mental effort. It's a lot of analysis, a lot of worry. And the more we spin our wheels about it, the more we just kind of get stuck in place. right? Because I think you're kind of at a turning point perhaps right now. Okay? And I say that because we have this Queen of Pentacles, which I think represents you at the moment. Okay, now I know you're Libra, you're an air sign, you're the cardinal air sign. So I think that's a good reason to have fire to clear out some of this air, right? We have this fire that I think can really do a lot of good on this air energy, because that's the Libra methodology, right? You're cardinal air, you're fire of air, you're cardinal and air. I think that's really good. I think that makes this well suited to your energy, this situation, okay? So we've got this Queen of Pentacles. I think this represents you. I think we're at a bit of a turning point. I think we may be, well, I'm kind of feeling like this could be you at many different points in time, right? I think this could be you long ago, taking stock of your life, assessing where you are. This is a figure who's just kind of sitting there with their stuff and looking around, right? Particularly looking out at that road, that path that's over there. I think this is you in the past. I think you assessed where you were in life. You started looking toward the future. You see that the future is not a straight path. It's not just, a straight line from A to B. It's a winding road, just like in the card. There are many detours along the way to the kind of success that you're looking for. Now, I don't know what you're doing, if you're more focused on work or family, or if you're building a business, or you're an artist, or whatever it is, right? Whatever your picture of success is. I think that we're looking at the future and thinking, gosh, there's a lot of work ahead of me, right? A lot of choices that I'll have to make along the way. If I'm going to get to my destination, each one of these bends in the road really is a choice. Yeah, and there's a lot of them. And I think that's why we've got this Lover's energy in the recent past, or as I'm kind of starting to say, just kind of what's behind us right now. But if it's going to be a little confusing. If the Queen of Pentacles is you in the past, then this would be the future, right? This is what you're looking at. You're looking at all these choices. You're looking at what it would take to commit to this path that you were on. And again, I think this is something that you've done. I think that you have committed yourself to this, and you understand the twists and turns in the road, okay? Because I believe that you have found the right path for you. You know you're on the right road, even if it's a really windy road, even if it takes you in circles, right? But you know it's the right path for you, okay? And that, I think, is the first step. And that's kind of this Lover's energy that we feel. Now, the Lover's card's not always about a romance. It could be, yeah, maybe there's a water sign person in your life, or maybe there will be. Maybe you're going to be starting a new romance with them in the future, okay? Or if you're in a relationship with a water sign person currently, well, there might be a reassessment of your standing with them and how they factor into your path now, okay? So that's the relationship part of the reading. There'll be more. There'll be more aspects of this, I think. Especially when we get to the Eight of Pentacles. We could do that now. I think that if you're in a relationship right now, I think we have to start paying attention to the little things. Okay. I feel like we maybe are so wrapped up in the details of our life and of how we're going to, proceed into the future, how we are going to progress, that we're really missing out on the little things. We got to stop and smell the roses. We have to stop and appreciate the people in our life. If you're with a water sign person, if that's who this card represents, we have to stop thinking about all of these details and worrying and planning and analyzing. And we've got to get our earth energy on, right? We've got to start appreciating doing the little things. It's the small gestures that really are going to go a long way. If this is a romantic reading for you, if this is a relationship, I think that's the idea here, okay? And it's through those small things, through those little things, that you can strengthen your relationship. And see, we get to the Nine of Wands, that's strength. We get to the Eon, which is next level. This is where the two of you can move on to your greatest future, right? To the next level of the relationship. But we've got to get through this air energy, because I think the air energy is holding you back, restricting you. Too much worrying, too much thinking, too much analysis. We're in our head too much. Yeah. But if you're more focused on career or education or your creative expression, the same thing applies, right? The same energy can overlap every area of your life. So if this is resonating as a relationship reading for you, then that's what it is. If this is resonating as a career thing, then that's what it is. So I feel as if you have committed yourself to something. You know this is the right path for you. Now you're just trying to figure out how to make it work, right? You're trying to figure out how to maybe straighten that path out. See, that's where did we have it? In the Queen of Pentacles. That's a pretty windy road, right? What we would like to do is figure out a way to straighten that road out. And I think that's why we're in such an Eight of Swords mentality. Now, the solution to the Eight of Swords, well, we have the counterpart here with the Eight of Pentacles. That is what we need to do. Instead of the Eight of Swords, we need to do Eight of Pentacles. We need to pay attention to the details, but not just in our head. We need to get out of our head and actually put those thoughts and ideas and plans into action. We need to start appreciating these little details, not just worrying about them and thinking about them, doing something about them. Expressing ourselves in those little things, those small gestures to the people in our life, our loved ones, family, friends, our romantic partners, whatever it is. Okay. But the solution to this air energy is going to be this fire. It's going to be the strength that is produced as you do these small gestures, these little details, as you focus on those very small but very important aspects of your work, your relationship, whatever it is. Because I feel like something is changing in you. I feel we've got this Death card. It's at the top of the path of the dove here. So really the overall, the umbrella energy here is going to be this transformation, this kind of letting go of what's not working to make room for the new, to make room for this incredible future that we see through this door of this Eon or Judgment card right here. So this Death card, transformation, is us letting go of things. This is us kind of saying goodbye, sayonara, adios, and moving forward. Yeah. Embracing the new, embracing what's growing in our life right in front of us, which is this Eight of Pentacles. Okay. This is what we're growing. That's how we grow it. We have to watch it grow. We have to help it grow. We have to appreciate it. But there's something that we need to let go of. We need to get past something. Okay? We're getting stuck in this air energy when we need to continue the path of transformation. I think that's why we've got this Ten of Swords at the bottom. This is what needs changing. And it could be, because when I see a Ten of Pentacles, for instance, I'll think, well, that is a picture of your absolute perfect life. That is what you want. And now it's just a matter of getting there. We know what it looks like now. You've already painted a picture of your perfect life, right? Your best life. But with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the path here, I think this is the the picture of your perfect life, your best life. But it's just like it's a mental image that you're holding on to, that you won't let go of. It's like you expect your future or your life to be an exact certain way, and you can't let go of that idea. I think the universe is saying, look, it's the details can change. See a lot of cards about strength that comes through shifting focus, right? Through changing what we're clinging to. Strength that comes from letting go of things. Strength that comes from choosing at every moment how to get to our ultimate goal. Now, you know what your goal is, right? We said that you're absolutely committed to your path, but where does that path lead? I think we had a particular vision. We knew exactly what color house we wanted, exactly what kind of car we were going to have, or what the job was, or exactly the 2.5 kids. We wanted a house by the beach or whatever. We had this exact picture. And because all of these twists and turns, maybe you're being asked to let go of your expectations a little bit. Let go of this perfect plan that you have, because we need to plan, we need a strategy, we need to know pretty much what we want. But that image, that what would be the 10 of Pentacles, can change. You can redraw the picture. As you get closer, you may see that some of those details are different now. But we don't want to be so rigid and think, I'm only going to accept the 2.5 kids and the, whatever, the sedan, the Toyota Camry or something. Toyota's not a sponsor of the channel, but they could be. We're so rigid with it, And I think that's, the key word for this card, the 10 of Swords, is ruin. I think that's ruining your experience. I think that's preventing you from moving out of this eight of Swords. I think we need to get moving again, but it's almost like we're stuck because we're trying to figure out, why our future now doesn't look like the way we've always thought of it. We've always planned it. We're stuck in our head still. And we won't budge. We won't allow for any change in our expectation, in our perception of what is beyond this Eon or Judgment card. This is the doorway to the future. This is the doorway to transcend everything on the table, right? This is the wormhole that takes us out of this, I guess it would be a two-dimensional space. So we're holding on to this, we're holding on to our ideas too rigidly. And in order to get over that, I guess we have to embrace some of this fire energy. We have to go with we have to get our earth energy on, like I said. And we've got to learn to let go of things to make room for what's coming, what's growing. And we've got to get over to the path of the serpent. First thing we see is a 6 of Wands. Now, 6 of Wands could really be talking about your partnership with this person. If this is a relationship, this water energy could represent, the other person, your romantic partner. It could represent the career you want, the life you want, the job you want, the artistic expression that you want. It's kind of an image of you being active in this best life. Okay? This is a representative of your interaction with the other entity, right? If it's a job, a career, if it's your schooling, if it's a family, if it's a significant other, if it's your artistic work, this kind of represents that other, right? It represents what we are engaged with. Okay. So it could be another person. Again, if this is your relationship reading, that's the other person. And the 6 of Wands is us finding the connection with that entity, that person, again. Finding that we have shared purposes. This is really discovering the essence of each other, right? Because now we've connected on a deeper level. And again, if this isn't a romantic thing, this is you connecting on a deep level with, basically with aspects of yourself, right? With the work that you're doing, or the project, or the art, or the career, or the study, whatever it is. Connecting on a deep level and really finding where the two of you join, right? Because the Six of Wands is about a 3 and a 3, right? And the 3s are all about personal essence, our own boundary, our own sense of where I stop and where you begin. But now in this card, it's like those energies are merging together. It's almost as if your essence and the other essence, a person, a place, a subject, whatever, you're merging with that. So you're really getting in touch with the deepest core of this thing or this person. I think that's kind of the first step to realizing that the destination so much, that 10 of Pentacles that we theoretically have, because we don't have a 10 of Pentacles here, maybe the mystery card. I don't speak horse, so I don't know what all his neighing is about. The 10 of Pentacles, the picture that we drew, the picture that we still have in our head that we need to kind of allow to change. We don't need to get rid of it. We need to allow for transformation, right? That destination, that picture, that postcard from the future is not the important thing. What's important is your journey with this person, to this career, with this career, whatever exactly is going on with you. The journey is what's important. Finding the connection, finding where the two of you merge together and you have this union, this kind of joint experience. That's what's meaningful. It doesn't matter really where you end up. We know what path we're on, but we don't have to be so rigid with the final little details. You know, the color of the trim around the windows or something. We don't need to know all of these details. Because we know that we are with who we're supposed to be with, or doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're hooked up with the right energy. Yeah. And that's the important thing. And then through that realization, we can start focusing on these small gestures. Let's connect and let's experience each other, and let's do these little things. Let's enjoy the little things on this journey, right? Let's enjoy the little things on this journey. And I think that kind of takes us to where we might be with this Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles sitting there in their current state of life, either looking at the past and seeing, wow, all the choices that I made, all of the choices that I made to get where I am now. Or we could say this card is looking toward the future, right? Sitting there in the current state of life and thinking, I still have a lot more road to go, right? So this card, this Queen of Pentacles, also represents you after this Eon card. We could put this card way over here, even off the table, or just set it down over here by the frog. Frog and lizard can hold it. This is you after the fact, looking back at this incredible journey that you took, and all of the choices, moment to moment, to allow your life to transform, allow this incredible event, energy to happen. So the Queen of Pentacles really is your past, present, and future self. Okay? And I think we need to take those perspectives. You put yourself in the past looking forward. Put yourself, well, here now, looking at the past and the future, and then put yourself in the future that you're expecting and look back at all of your choices, all of the twists and turns of your path. That gives us a timeless perspective. Yeah. And like I said, focusing on these little things, these little details, this is going to give you much more appreciation for the present moment, right? We've done the work, we've analyzed, we've gotten out of this air energy, we've gotten this kind of timeless perspective, but now we're living here and now, we're appreciating what we're doing right now. by paying attention to it, by noticing the little things, right? That goes a long way, you know. Big gestures are, yeah, there's something, but it's those little gestures on a daily that I think mean the most. And this could, again, it could be toward your romantic partner or potential partner. It could be just to you and your life in general. Slow down, get out of your head, appreciate those little things that you're doing. Appreciate like washing the dishes or stapling papers together. All of those things could be magical moments that show that we're here, we're present, and we appreciate the journey that we're on. Okay? And I think it is through this work, everything up until now, is giving us this strength, this 9 of Wands. This is what we need right now. We need the strength for this final push to our future. There's something really incredible is happening here with you. And the 9 of Pentacles really shows the strength that is produced, that is generated by a connection like this 6 of Wands. See, we had a 3, becomes a 6, we've got a 9. This is the real magic. This is where strength and power come from. The power to follow through, the power to focus attention, the power to overcome difficulties, the power to withstand the tumultuous nature of this path that we're on. The strength to endure the change and transformation that you're going through, that your life is going through, that the future, the image of the future is kind of changing now. This comes from a real belief in ourselves too, right? It comes from a very strong connection with the moon energy, right? Sun and moon conjoined, conscious, unconscious, external, internal, earthly life, spiritual life. Everything is together and unified. Everything is blended and merged, united because of this 6 of Wands. And you've got the strength to continue on. Now, the last card is this Eon or Judgment card. Not much can be said about this, because we don't know yet what the new Eon is going to look like, because it hasn't quite unfolded yet, right? Just as I said that, my cat starts scratching at the studio door. She's trying to see what's beyond this Eon card. Now, the door's wide open, just as in this card. The door's wide open, but the light is so blinding that we can't really see what's on the other side. We can't see how this future unfolds yet until we really get there and experience it. So there's no point in really having this rigid, solid, crystallized plan unless we're willing to allow this to change, right? We don't want this to be swords, right? If maybe we can have the discs, the earth energy, more pliable. Or if we had water, at least that's a little bit more adjustable, flexible. But, you know, a 10 of Wands or a 10 of Swords, like in this case, it's too rigid. It doesn't allow for change. It's too yang, not enough yin, you know. But whatever's beyond this is going to be incredible. This is the next level. This is the new Eon for you, the new era. We don't quite know what it looks like yet. I think you know what path you're on, so you have a good idea what's beyond this doorway. But try not to be so in your head about it. Try not to keep it so crystallized and rigid. We have to be flexible with those details, because you don't know exactly what's on the other side of this, right? You don't know exactly what it's going to look like. But now let's look at this mystery card. Thank you, Horse, for taking care of that for us. I would really like to see, well, I guess if we got a 10 of Cups or a 10 of Pentacles, that'd be perfect, right? But other than that, any of the 6s would be wonderful. Maybe a 6 of Swords, but maybe a 4 of Swords would be better, given that we have the 8 and the 10 here. Well, let's just take a look here. We have temperance, art or temperance. I think this is good because this is showing the kind of the blending of that yin and yang. We don't want to be too yin. We don't want to be too yang. You don't want to be too rigid, but you don't want to be too adaptable, too flexible, right? Because then there's really no direction. It's just we're just limp, right? We have to have a nice balance between softness and yielding and strength and certainty and will, right? But the will, as strong as it is, still has to be flexible. But it's a balance. It's an art, right? And this card's also saying, look, we have to temper our expectations. We have to be able to temper this rigidity. It's good to have solid air energy in you. But we need a little bit of the yielding kind of energy too, a little bit of the flexibility, which we don't really see a lot of. I think that's why we're talking about it more, because we do need it. And it's interesting that the person in your, perhaps the person in your life or in your future, or the water energy related to what you're doing or what you're planning is water energy. We have a little bit of water energy here with the Death card. Other than that, it's air, 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 fire, fire, and even fire here. Just a little bit of water and a little bit of earth. And of course, we have you as being the earth, which this is water and earth. So this is really the ability to be flexible. But this is kind of like, since it's water and earth, maybe that's a little bit too flexible. It's a little bit too yielding, and maybe that's why we're sitting down and we're just looking and we're thinking, and then we start getting into our thoughts, and then we just get kind of locked in. It's a whole routine. So we need the balance that comes with this art or temperance card. I think this is the proper way forward. I'm very excited. I really do think it's going to be incredible. I think what you're doing is going to be just amazing for you and for everyone around you. We're going to do an extended. If you would like to stick around, click on the link up there. That will give you access to every extended reading, not just Libra, but for all signs. Please hit the like button. Leave me a comment. I love reading the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We're trying to get to 100K. We're almost there, and it's because of all of you that come here and watch these readings. I appreciate you. Okay, I really do. Thanks for taking this journey with me, and thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.